Are you committed to worker health and safety? Do you like identifying and solving problems? Do you have good communication skills? Then why not evaluate a career as an occupational hygienist? Occupational hygienists use scientific methodology, technical knowledge, and experience to anticipate, recognize, and evaluate workplace exposures from biological, chemical, physical, and ergonomic hazards. They suggest changes to work environments and processes and inform managers and workers on ways to reduce the risk of injury or illness from occupational hazards. We talked to an occupational hygienist working in Alberta to investigate the details of this interesting career.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I am an occupational hygienist. An occupational hygienist is essentially the health of health and safety. It's more concerned with contaminants in the air or noise exposure, anything that could impact a worker's health. Occupational hygienists will work anywhere where there are health hazards. So that ranges from consulting firms to service other businesses, governments, oil and gas, public utilities, healthcare. Really, the sky's the limit. The duties and responsibilities of an occupational hygienist are primarily to the worker. It is our mandate to protect worker health, to make sure that how they come to work is how they leave, and that nothing that they're exposed to during their workday is going to negatively impact their health. Every day is very different. If it's more of an office day, I have quite a few meetings, sometimes with clients, sometimes internal meetings. If it's more of a field day, we will go to a variety of different work sites to assess health risk. When going to a site, generally the main objective is to collect data. It starts with setup of samples or noise dosimeters, and then a lot of observation. Getting out onto the floor, watching what people are doing, looking at machines, and at the end of the day, you're taking back your samples and making sure that we have accurate data for everything that we've collected during that day. It is our job to look through the data, find some sort of meaning in it, and then distill that meaning down into something that the client can use, and at the end of the day, make that workplace safer for their employees. Some skills and characteristics that make a great occupational hygienist: excellent observational skills are very important. Also, an analytical mind, the ability to look at data and glean some logic out of that. An occupational hygienist should be a good communicator. We are often required to communicate both with workers and with leadership. Some of the common instruments that we use are air sampling pumps to monitor something like noise. We have what are called dosimeters. They're small microphones that record sound level over the course of a worker's shift. And then we have things that measure gases and things to measure general indoor air quality in, for example, an office. PPE, or personal protective equipment, that we may need for a work site would include a hard hat, steel-toe boots, a high-vis vest, eye protection, and a respirator. What type of respirator depends on what type of site you're walking into. The work environment can be physically demanding and dirty sometimes. We are often climbing ladders, going up lots of flights of stairs, looking into crawl spaces, looking up above ceiling spaces, entering work environments that may not have the most ideal housekeeping programs in place. The hours can sometimes be long. If we're monitoring a 12-hour shift, generally we're there 30 minutes prior to the start of the shift, so that can mean early mornings and late evenings. Generally, educational requirements start with a science background. Most hygienists have a Bachelor of Science in chemistry, biology, physics, environmental sciences. It varies. Some people decide to get a Master's of Science, but some hygienists, myself included, have master's degrees in other sciences. Certification isn't required in Alberta, but if you so choose, you can register to become an ROHT, which is a Registered Occupational Hygiene Technologist, or an ROH, which is a Registered Occupational Hygienist. Both are issued through the CRBOH, which is the Canadian Registration Board of Occupational Hygienists. This is a very satisfying career. You get to help people and often see in real time the impact that you're having on their health, and it's really rewarding to be a part of that.
To be successful as an occupational hygienist, you must be a quick and decisive thinker with good customer service skills. Tact, confidence, and the ability to analyze problems is also important. If this sounds like you, then it's a safe guess that you're suited to a career as an occupational hygienist. Secure the details of this career and find out more, including training requirements and salary ranges, in the occupational profile on the ALICE website. While you're there, check out some related occupations, including ergonomist, safety codes officer, or occupational health and safety advisor. Explore the possibilities. Go to alice.alberta.ca.